everyone, and welcome to another episode of The New Norm with Selena Hill. I'm Selena Hill. Now, my guest for today does not need a long introduction at all. She's a serial entrepreneur, media personality, and literally has hip hop royalty in her blood. We have Angela Simmons here. Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
Of course, of course. Now, like Angela, you are literally quarantine goals. Like you've been
Thank you.
staying fit and active while launching new businesses and a new website, all while parenting during the pandemic. It's
Definitely.
like you've been doing so much. So I actually want to start with the skincare line. You
Yes.
recently announced Simmons Beauty. What can people expect from it, and why did you decide to continue to launch it even though we're in this pandemic?
I mean, while being in quarantine, obviously skincare and taking care of yourself is super important. And I've always been big on my skin and like what I do with it. And I've just never really put anything out there. And so I feel like now's the time to share my secrets and I'm letting people in. The first product I'm launching is actually a serum. It's called Clear Tonic. And it's not a tonic, it's a hyaluronic acid, but it's amazing for hydration. So I'm starting off there. It's all natural ingredients, which is the part that I love is that I'm giving you guys stuff, even if you have sensitive skin, because I have really sensitive skin. But it'll be a lot of great products coming from it, but I wanted to start with one, then I'm going to roll out a whole bunch of other ones. I already have my next product lined up. I'm very excited about it. I'm doing this project hands on, I'm making sure everything's getting made right. It's a very fun process and it just was time. It's something that I've always done on my own. I'm big with skincare, but I never actually speak on it too much or like put anything out there and I feel like I want to share that with everyone else.
Oh no, you need to share because your skin is glowing. Like you're always on Instagram, and I love the fact that you don't always have to have makeup on or a
Right, right.
filter, so we can see your skin. And the fact that you're sharing those secrets with us, thank you. And I think the first serum is actually all vegan.
Yes, it's vegan, it's all natural. No cruelty, none of that stuff. It's great. I'm very excited about it. I've been using it like every day, night, morning. And the cool part is when you get it, you only need to use a drop, rub it in really good in your skin, and then like it's good. So it's like you won't run out of it quick unless you abuse it.
Right, exactly. You don't need too much.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, definitely looking forward to trying that. Now, besides that and all the businesses you've been launching, another thing you've been doing is giving back. And we know you are a philanthropist. You always have a number of initiatives to empower and help others, from Pressure Makes Diamonds to charities that you donate to. How
Yes.
have you been helping others specifically during the pandemic?
Well, actually, Carrie Levine and I, we pulled together. So I had a program. We've been to a Girls Talk Takeover. And so we both talked during this time. We're like, what can we do together, that can help right now? And so we came up with helping Beth Israel Hospital. And what we felt was most important is making sure that the frontline workers are taken care of. And so we basically raised money to make sure that they ate. And we have fed over 44,000 frontline workers as of today. We raised $30,000. It's like, I believe over 3,300 meals. Like we really been like going in with it. And the cool part of it, the extra component part was music. We got some really great singers, JoJo, Raven Simone, just so many amazing people really showed up and helped, like we got to stream 80,000 other hospitals with music. So during their breaks or lunch or when they get a moment, they were able to go on and, watch live music that is just for them, and I thought that was amazing and different and something that would help lift the spirits of, these frontline workers that are putting their life on the line.
No, absolutely. Very commendable. Another thing that you've been doing to help people during this pandemic is you actually launched a line of face masks via your
Yes,
Purpose app.
yes.
I mean, I thought that move was so genius. When and why did you come up with the idea to actually bring fashionable masks to the market?
I mean, the thing is this, if we're going to be in this a while, I know people want masks that at least look kind of cool. And even if you're wearing, the N95 ones, you can cover it up with that because you want it to look kind of cool. I mean, after a while, it's cool running out with the white ones, but maybe you want to have something that says something cool, and just making it fashion. At the end of the day, like everyone, we all have our own little personalities and kind of want to, make things fashion. So why not now? Why not give people the option to do that?
Yeah, no, for sure. And again, it doesn't stop there. Another thing you've been doing is you've been doing such incredible workouts, motivating all of us to make sure that we stay fit. You also did a detox. As a fitness buff, what are you doing now to stay healthy during this quarantine since, you can't go to the gym? So let's talk about what you're
I
doing.
miss the gym, but I do have a bike and I do a lot of floor exercises. Built Not Bought, actually, which is my whole mission program with fitness. I'm launching a new program like in the next couple of weeks, actually, for people at home. So it's some really cool stuff with that. But just making sure that I'm working out, making sure that I'm doing cardio, sauna. Like I have like a little sauna blanket I sit in. Just making sure that I'm doing my part to make sure that I'm staying healthy. You know what I mean? Which is working out, watching what I'm intaking. You know what I mean? Taking my herbs. Just being healthy. And making sure that I stay healthy. Not to say that in quarantine you're like, hey, I want a piece of cake or I want to do this or I want to do that. It's not. It's not. Don't do that. But you got to back it up with making sure that you're working out, sweating, detoxing, doing everything you have to do.
Do you think you'll do more of those Instagram stay-at-home workouts that you were doing?
Yes. So when I put out the new program for Built Not Bought, which is gonna be amazing, I'll definitely start some content weekly for everybody so that they're able to follow some workouts, and you'll also be able to access and purchase the program.
So speaking of working out, you're also a huge advocate for body positivity. When and how did you come to really accept your body, flaws and all?
Um, I don't know. I feel like it took time. I know it was well before my son because I had so many like body positivity issues at like a really young age, and I was kind of obsessed with the scale, which is why to me now I don't make it a part of my obsession because it's like you can be super healthy and you still might not be the weight you want to be, but if you look right and you're healthy and you're doing your part, I feel like that's what's most important. But I feel it comes with time. I think it's not an easy task. It's not an easy task just loving yourself because there's so many things that you are so hard on yourself about. So it's just getting to the core of like who you really are and saying like, okay, this is okay with me and I'm okay with it. And I'm also wanting to grow and expand and become a better person. That's cool. But it's like you have to love yourself at that immediate moment. It's looking in the mirror at that moment and saying like, I might not got it all together or I don't like how this looks, but like I really love who I am. If you really love who you are, then it just starts there.
Hmm. You mentioned your son SJ, who I think is 3 years old, right?
Yes, yes, he's 3.
How are you managing being a parent to a 3-year-old while stuck in the house?
It's a task. I am a single mom, so it's a task, but he's pretty good. I mean, he's a 3-year-old, so like any other 3-year-old, they have their moments. And you love your kid regardless, but you have your moments. It's just it is what it is.
I mean, the thing that I think is most fascinating is just still managing to be so productive. So I'm like,
Yeah, the minute
what
I
is
got
he
stuff in
doing in
there,
the background? Well, like,
he's eating snacks. He's just eating snacks.
is
He's
that
getting
how you keep him like preoccupied if you're like
Oh, it takes a
exercising
whole
or?
lot. It takes a whole lot to keep a 3-year-old occupied, especially him, because his mind is just, he's so smart
Oh
and like
yeah.
with it. Like he gets everything. And you can imagine everything I do, he asks questions about. So he knows everything about saunas, about detox, about herbs, about like everything. He's just so incredible, right? Because even today he came to me and he showed me a bag of toys he collected. He was like, we can give these to the kids that need them. Because I've talked to him about it, I'll tell him
Oh.
like, you should gather your stuff up, because you have a lot of stuff and I think you should. And he'll even ask to see videos of like kids who are in need. And like, so he's built a heart to want to give already. And I think that as a 3-year-old, that's amazing.
Yeah, he definitely gets that from you because, like I said, you've been giving. And one of the funniest videos that you guys did was the gummy bear challenge,
Oh, the
where
gummy, yeah, the fruit snack challenge.
the fruit snack. Now, did you know that he wasn't gonna eat the fruit snacks, or were you like,
I didn't
were
know
you
what he was gonna do.
surprised?
No, I didn't know what he was gonna do. I had no idea. I just heard him start talking. I'm like, oh, let me go out there because I don't know what he's talking about. but I
It
had,
was
yeah.
Yeah, it was super funny for those of you who haven't seen it yet. So like the basically the challenge is you leave a child with a bowl full of like fruit snacks and you tell them not to touch it until you come back. And I will say SJ passed the challenge. He
Yeah, he
did
definitely
very
he didn't
well.
touch him.
What'd you say?
I said he didn't touch him.
He didn't. He didn't. It's super cute. So,
Hmm.
another thing, everyone is watching growing up hip hop, but some people may not know that you actually created this franchise
Yes, absolutely.
and you're an executive producer. How does it feel to know that this is now in season 5?
I think it's incredible. We started one way, the show has shifted and changed a lot. We've brought on a lot of new faces, and I think it's amazing because, it shines light on what others are doing and they're growing. I mean, a lot of people may argue that's a lot of drama, but I think people have drama in real life. And, a lot of people on the show, they're just showcasing what's really happening for them. And so it just is what it is.
Now, one thing that seems to be happening with you is you started a business with Bow Wow. How's that going? And he seems to be really fond of you.
It's going well. I mean, obviously the tour is not on right now, so we're
Right, that's true.
reconfiguring and figuring out what we want to launch together. But it's good. Bao is definitely someone, like I said, I've said it 1,000 times since I was 17. So it's like it can't really go bad unless you want, like, there's no reason.
Now, I know that you were working on some more acting projects and TV shows before the pandemic. How has the coronavirus sort of affected that?
Well, it's kind of slowed down, right? Because a lot of productions are shut down right now. But I'm still working on stuff, a lot more online content and great stuff you'll definitely see come from me.
I think another thing that definitely slowed down was Pressure Makes Diamonds, which I mentioned
I love
earlier.
Perfect Diamonds.
Yeah, no, I definitely want to spend some time talking about it because I did have the opportunity to work on that initiative with you and Janine Salisbury. And just let everyone know again, what is Pressure Makes Diamonds? Why is it so close to your heart? And what happens now that we're in a pandemic?
We're gonna have to figure out what we can do online and for young women. But Pressure Makes Diamonds is near to my heart because I just feel like a lot of the times we go through stuff and we speak about what happened versus how you came out. And then for people to understand that is like for a diamond to become a diamond, you undergo pressure. And all of our life pressures and what we go through help make us who we are, even though in the moment you don't like it and it hurts. But it makes you this perfect diamond. And what's great about a diamond is not perfect, it's an imperfect, perfect stone. It's with so many chips and all of this different stuff and dimensions. And that's how we are as people. We have so many different dimensions and we come out from pressure even stronger than we were before. And so for me, it's just being able to use my platform to be able to help other young women or women who have went through something that maybe didn't know that their neighbor is going through the same thing. Like, hey, you may have went through abuse, but guess what? This person did too. Or you may have been through verbal abuse, or you may have been through sexual assault, anything, whatever it is you're going through or have went through, there's light at the end of the tunnel. And that's the whole thing. But not only that, it's providing the resources so that our women have somewhere to go, where it's just not a talk, but now, you can have a group or you can reach out to a helpline or how can you get better from it? And that's my whole thing.
Yeah, no, and you've also been talking about it on Growing Up Hip Hop as well as again another one of your platforms, which is you're using to really help women. And like you said, just having those conversations and just knowing that okay, even though you're Angela Simmons, you've went through some pressure, you've went through some things. Again, why was it so important for you to bring that also to your TV show and have those intense emotional moments on Growing Up Hip Hop?
Because I want people to know, like, everything you see, people look at people in the spotlight and they think, oh, maybe it's close to perfect or it's perfect. It's not. Like, we all go through similar situations. We just don't always share it. And I personally like to share it because I want other people to know that it's okay. You don't have to hide behind your imperfections, your flaws, and your scars. Like, embrace it, own it, and do what you got to do to be stronger and better. That's my thing.
Absolutely. So, when, let's say, if and when we ever get back to normal, because this might be the new norm for a long time, where is it that you are dying to go, and what is it that you're dying to do?
Caribbeans. I'm like, I'm an island girl at heart.
Which
So
island?
I don't know. There's so many. I actually really miss Haiti. I really
Nice.
like Haiti.
Yes.
I miss Haiti. I miss the kids over there. Um, I feel like I dreamed about it last night. That's how much I miss it.
Wow.
Um, there are other islands. I like Barbados. I like St. Bart's. I like St. Thomas. I like anything with an island. I like Jamaica. Anything with a beach.
Yes, I think we are all dying to get away and to book a flight, for sure. So, I want to just ask you, what type of business advice would you give for other women like yourself who want to stay productive and motivated and creative during this time?
Dig in. You know what I mean? Like there's no time like the present. And while you have time and we're actually home, like now's the time to just do it. Go after it, get on your job, put your list down, put your action list together and, work. Now is the best time to do that. Don't sit around and wait for this to end. And no, like you got time right now. Like put the remote down, like get to work. So I would say just, to go for it now.
Hmm. And on the other hand, when it comes to just unwinding and making sure that we are practicing self-care, what tips would you give for that? And what actually are you doing to practice self-care even in
Oh man.
quarantine?
I mean, I'm big on self-care. So, I'm doing my facials. I'm using my serum. I'm incense, all of the fun stuff. Sage, Palo Santo sticks, candles. I'm really big on candles, baths. Writing is really, I have a book coming out too, which I haven't talked about.
What? A
Yeah,
book about what?
it's actually with the skincare. I haven't announced it yet, but it's going to be with the skincare. I did a book just like about maintaining how to take care of your skin, sun, water, like really cool stuff. So like
Amazing.
I've just been really diving into me, and I think that's the main thing when it comes to self-care is like baths and like having your you time, prayer, meditation, all of that stuff. That's how you manifest the life that you want, is like being with you and doing what you want to do.
And is this the life that you want?
Absolutely. I think it's always great to continue to strive for higher and for bigger and for better, but to love where you're at is where it starts. You don't have to love it because a lot of times you might not like your circumstances, but that should be enough to catapult you to the next part. And you just continue to climb the ladder until you say, you know what, like I'm good, I can retire. I mean, it's up to you.
Yeah, no, thank you so much, Angela. And I mean, when can we expect the book? I do want to probe you a little bit more about this book
It's
that's
gonna
coming
be
out.
within the next month or so. It's coming
Oh,
out.
that soon.
Yeah, I've been working on it while I was in quarantine. But it's
What haven't you been doing?
I don't know, but it's coming out. It's gonna be with the skincare. It's a book for
Amazing.
Simmons Beauty, but so I'm coming out for that.
Okay, we definitely will. Thank you so much, Angela. We
Thank
appreciate
you.
your time, and we'll
Appreciate it.
check in with you later.
All
Take
right.
care.